Welcome back, everyone. I'm Ann DeVere.
And I'm Lori Morgan Ferrero.
Yay! Welcome, welcome, welcome back, everyone. And this is Turn Your Interviews into Cash, Fast Track to Your Success.
Episode 4.
Yep, episode 4. This is episode 4 of 4. So let's take a look at what we have covered. What is this whole thing about? What are we doing here? Okay. And let's see. Yep. Had to get back on track over there with the PowerPoint to get you the information here. So this whole thing is about you having your own talk show anywhere you want, starting with YouTube or Facebook or Google Hangout or Internet TV, otherwise known as web TV as well. So cable TV, it makes no difference where you have your talk show. There are certain things you have to follow through to have a powerful and profitable talk show, and that's what this episode is all about. So let's talk. We'll tell you what we covered in the first 3 episodes. So Lori, it's all yours.
Well, the first episode was all about making the camera love you, getting over some insecurities you might have about being on camera, and how to look your primo best. The second episode, I'm sorry, that was mostly me too. I'm going to let you know that that was something you want to go back and review, because we talked a lot about your script and your hook and storytelling, and I know that I gave some information that can change people's lives.
Absolutely. Episode 3 was all about turning your interviews into cash, and we took a look at the $100,000 formula. I hope you have some great ideas from that, and also your co-op collaborative, how to get sponsors, affiliates, and joint venture partners, and what's the difference between them, and most importantly, how to approach them. So this is episode 4. It's all about the trifecta, the secret formula to your success in producing your powerful shows, Internet TV talk shows. So let's move ahead and get right into it. Basically, what we're talking about here, as a producer, you will be wearing many, many, many different hats, because you are the director, you're the script writer, you are you're the proofreader, you're everything. As they say, what is it? Chief cook and bottle washer? Well,
that's it.
That's what happens when you're launching your very own TV show, Internet TV show. And the best part about this, it is possible for you to be all of those things. You just have to know what to do, and that's what we've been teaching you. That's exactly what this whole thing has been about. So let's take a look at the important things that you need to know, okay? As soon as you start thinking about planning your show, what are the most important things you should take a look at? Well, think about it. What is the purpose of your show? Why do you want people to come to you, and why would they want to come to you? These are the things you have to take a look at. So there are 2 different reasons. There's the internal reason and the external reason, okay? Very, very important. So the internal reasons are why you want people to come to you. What is the purpose of that particular segment, or what's the purpose of your entire show or season or whatever it is?
Right.
As you are planning the segment, that's what you have to think about. So do you want people to come to you because you want to sell products or services, or is it because you want to elevate your expert status in a global marketplace? Is that what the show is about? You want to connect with all the go-to people in your industry, the top experts? And how about if you want to bring awareness to a cause? We're getting more and more people every day who are passionate about a cause, and they want to bring awareness to it. So what is your reason? Why are you doing the show?
You may have more than one reason, correct? And so how do you handle that?
Absolutely. Well, you always want to know the primary reason. What is your primary reason?
Right.
So you want to elevate your expert status in a global marketplace because you want to get higher paying clients, so you will make more money. But the ultimate reason is because you want to make more money. But first, the primary reason is to elevate your expert status so you can be a recognized global expert, so you can charge more money. So This is like, what is the most profitable reason? Okay. So that's the first thing that we have to take a look at. The other thing you have to take a look at is the external reasons. Okay, what is it that you are delivering? Why should people come to you? What do you want to be recognized for? Okay, is it because you're giving some educational information, like how-to information, so they can avoid some of the mistakes that they possibly could be making, or what they should know before purchasing a product? Very, very important. Or is it because you want to be the go-to expert for a particular topic or for a particular niche market? And finally, the main, and by the way, there are many reasons, like Lori was saying, but the another reason could be you want them to come to you because you are the go-to advisor.
Right.
So, yeah. So very important to know what the difference is. So I'm going to, cover a little bit more about the external reason. Okay, we're going to talk about that, and then we're going to talk about, the format of the show. So all of this fits right in there. I'm giving you a lot of great information very quickly, and Lori will be doing the same thing, so be sure you're taking lots of notes, or watch this video several times to really internalize, because what we're doing with you right now is we are literally teaching you how to be a TV producer. Hey, you can put that on your resume.
There you go. It's true.
Yeah.
And
So
this is what we charge a lot of money for usually, so enjoy.
yes, yes, absolutely. What a huge bonus you're getting today. Okay, now what's going on out there is basically a lot of people are able to share a lot of information. A lot of information. Now, Facebook is bombarded with all kinds of great comments people are making about different things. And I don't know about you, but I'm getting, oh my God, hundreds of comments coming into my email from all the different Facebook, people connection I have, or the groups I'm connected with. Well, you know what? It gets overwhelming. So I don't want everybody giving me what their opinion about everything, because quite frankly, a lot of people are not qualified. And I'm guessing that you feel the same way too. So Lori, what's your opinion on this, about what's happening there with all the information coming in?
I think you have to protect yourself. You can turn off those notifications, which is what I do, and I go directly to the source for social media to find out things that I want to know. And you're exactly right. Some people, God love them, but some people's opinion I'm just not that interested in. And there are people whose opinion I will seek out for sure, whether it's, anywhere, on blogs, on Reddit, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, whatever it is, on email. But at any rate, you do have to have boundaries around who it is that you listen to. And other people are going to have those boundaries too, as far as listening to you and what your expertise is. And so that's why it's even more important to make sure that you stand out above the crowd.
Absolutely. So that takes us to, how are you going to present yourself out there so people are not turning you off? So you are the go-to expert in that particular niche, or that, in that particular topic. So how do you do that? Well, this is where you claiming your territory for that particular niche is very, very, very important. Now, the next step is, how do you want people to identify with you so they know what they're coming to you for? And this is where identifying your own style and how you like to deliver information is crucial. So the first thing, as I was pointing out there, is the educator. So if you are a person who just loves to teach people and you are the educator. Lori and I are educators. We're teaching you how to produce your own show. Now, the next style is the curator. So the curator is the one who gathers the best of the best information. This is the go-to expert for a particular topic. Anything that you want to know, they know the best. So I'm sure some people, they're like walking encyclopedias, right? You want to know something, it's like, go ask John, he knows everything, right?
That's very true. Also, there are curator sites, like just to put emphasis on it, like the Huffington Post, or they will syndicate lots of information, and that's not a video site, although they use video, but that's kind of what it is. You're collecting information from all different sources and like reporting on it, right, Ann?
Yes, absolutely. So that brings us to, well, actually, the curator. I want you to think a visual, internal, however you like to experience it. The curator, think museum
Oh,
curator.
I like that.
Okay, there's the Museum of Natural History. There's the Art Museum. So when you want to, when you want to know about history, you go to Museum of History, or art, you go to Museum of Art, modern art. So there's so many different kinds of art museums. You
Yeah,
get
there's
the
the
picture here.
Museum of Cars. I mean, anything you can imagine, there's a museum for it. So it's the same with your
Exactly.
topic. Yeah.
Exactly. Do you want to be the go-to person for that? And how about the third identity? The third style is the critic. Now, the critic is the one, just to tell you right off the bat, whenever you're going to buy something online, if you're looking at the comments, the ones that say this is the best, or the other ones say, give 1 star or 5 stars, or, they tell you what they think of it, those are the critics. That's a natural tendency of the critic to get up there and give their opinion. Very, very important as well, because I'd be buying a lot of pretty bad products if I didn't have those people telling me.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
and
Very important.
yeah. Also, the museum, no, let's put the museum aside. Restaurant critics, movie
Oh,
critics,
totally.
very, very important. Now, here's what I want you to know. We have all three of them in us. All three styles of,
Everybody does.
yes, everybody does. They're neither good or bad. It's just your natural style. So you want to be stepping into the positive aspect of it. Now, what I have found is that we use two of them more than the third. Now, in my case, my ideal personality, my ideal style is curator educator. So I love to collect the best of the best. I look at the information, then I assess what I think and what's worthy information to pass out. Then I go teach others. So naturally, I'm a curator educator. Lori, and what are you?
It's funny you put it that way because I thought of myself, before you said that, as an educator and then a curator. But the truth is, you've got to have that information before you can teach it to other people and educate other people. So I have to copy you and say I prefer those same things. The curator first, educator second.
Yeah. Now, an inventor who likes to just get things going, produce it for the first time themselves, and just go out there to teach somebody, they could have the educator as a primary. Or it could be
Right.
somebody who's just learning, or they just license a program and they just go out there and teach it. They're not curating. They're just teaching what somebody else has given them. So knowing this is very important, and it's going to play a huge part in how you deliver your information,
Yeah.
so you can build a following for that particular type of information, so people know what to come to you for.
Correct. And so you're consistent, so they know what to expect. When they see Anne, or they see John, or they see Lori, they know what to expect.
Absolutely. So next we're going to cover the 3 different talk show formats. So Lori?
Well, I love this actually because there's so many possibilities because we do have control of so much technology, video cameras in our homes and in our phones and all over the place. So at any rate, you do have to know what kind of format you're going to choose to deliver to your tribe, to your community. And so one that's very popular is the solo host, and that's what we see on, on Oprah, on Ellen. It's been, very, very popular standby way to do things on television and also online. One of my favorites is the Dr. Oz show, which is purely almost like an infomercial, right? I mean, he's selling you things, but he's giving you information. It's not a hard sell. It's not like an infomercial like ShamWow or anything like that. But wait, there's more. It's a very genuine, from the heart kind of imparting information, so you can make an educated choice. So that's a solo host.
Absolutely. And Laura,
Yes.
on that, Dr. Oz actually is a perfect example of curator educator.
Oh, explain. What do you mean?
Yeah. Well, he actually does, he'll pick a particular type of topic. Let's say we're talking about weight loss, right? They'll gather all the information, all the different things that apply to weight loss, and then they pass it on to their viewers. But the beauty of this is that because of the way he's delivering the information, we are happy for him to tell us all about the product. I mean,
Right.
like you mentioned, Lori, it's just 1 hour. It's just basically 1 hour of pure pure commercials. That's what it really is. But it's so educational.
But
We
it's
want it.
right.
Yeah, we crave it because I want to know the difference. Coming from an expert, he is a foremost expert on it. And if you
Totally.
structure your show the same way, people will follow you. They want to know what you say, what you recommend, and they will buy. So I'm gonna go back in there. I just love Dr. Rose myself.
I do too. I do too. And so the next kind is the co-host, which is what Ann and I are doing right now. We're co-hosting a talk show, and you'll see like Kelly and Michael. They're other partners who've been on co-host. But the beauty of being a co-host is that there's a couple of things. First of all, there's different voices, different mannerisms, so the viewer never gets bored. There's always something new to take in. There's interaction, there's rapport, and so that part's fun. And you also can take some of the pressure off of yourself. When you're the solo host, it's you, baby, all the way. When you're a co-host, then you can bat it back and forth like Ann and I are doing here to get the information across.
Absolutely.
And then finally, the panel, which The View is a fantastic example. There are lots of online panels popping up all the time of experts who are looking to share their expertise, obviously. And the benefit of a panel is that there are many different personalities. So one, you're keeping attention, and two, if someone's busy, they can't make it to the panel show for some reason, well, you have other people to take up the slack. So those are some really good reasons to choose a panel if that's something that resonates with you. What do you say, Anne?
Absolutely, the same thing. Now, the thing about the panel also is that each one of you can bring something different to the table, which is
True.
wonderful. There's fresh materials, but also, if you are very busy, especially if you're, let's say a speaker who goes on different engagements in different parts of the world, or whether it's in your town or you're just busy, if one of you doesn't show up, the show goes on beautifully. Okay, so that's a huge advantage. And like Lori already, you pointed out, in a co-host, you're sharing the burden of putting the show together. You're sharing the cost of producing. So, that's it. It's perfect. And actually, to be honest with you, when going through all the applications we've been getting for GVN TV, very few people have qualified as solo hosts because it is so demanding.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot. It may not be the way to jump into it, but it's, you as the viewer, you have to decide where your strength is and what works the best for you.
Absolutely. So now we're going to move into what does it take to conduct powerful interviews and talk shows and turn them into cash. That's what this whole thing began with. Remember, turn your interviews into cash.
Right.
So what does it take? Well, it takes the trifactor, and that's what we're going to break down for you. What is the trifactor? Well, there are 3 parts to the trifactor, as you see on the screen. It's get ready. Getting ready includes going into your celebrity mindset, thinking as a celebrity, feeling the power of being on TV, really internalizing. It also includes making the camera live you, getting ready. It's looking and sounding great on camera and knowing how to prepare your content. And these are things we covered in episode 1 and 2. So if you haven't watched them already, go back and watch them and practice. So this is all a part of getting ready. And factor 2 is get on the set. It's all about producing your video. But that includes setting up your home studio or going into a studio.
Exactly.
It includes, editing your videos. Basically, so it's a production stage. Get on the set. That's exactly what it is. Get on the set. And we covered a lot of this in episode 1. Actually, we gave you information on cameras and headsets in episode 1 as well. Yeah.
Just go back and watch the previous episodes if you
Yes,
missed them.
there you go. That's exactly it. That's the point.
Yes.
There we go. And then turn it into cash. That's factor 3. Get paid. That's why it's all about you knowing exactly how much money you want to make and having a plan of, marketing plan,
Yeah.
and where you're going to be getting them from, how are you getting those leads, and finally putting together your co-op collaborative, and that's about your sponsors, your JV partners, all that great stuff. So, and you already have all this information. Now let's take a look at why it's crucial that you have all 3.
Right.
Crucial, crucial, crucial. Okay. So first, what happens, if you take only one out of the, if you leave one out, let's take a look at what happens. What if you get ready? You take time to do all the things we talked about, looking and sounding fabulous, you create your content, and you produce your video. You get on the set without putting together your get paid part, your monetization part. What will happen?
You'll have a vanity video. That's what you'll have.
I love the way you put that. It's very gentle. Most people, they say it's sitting on my shelf. You wouldn't believe how many people have told me, "Oh, Ann, I was on TV." It's like, well, wonderful. What did you do with it? Oh,
right.
Gee, I didn't know. I didn't have a plan.
Yeah, exactly.
So let's take a look at what happens if you take your time to get ready and you get out there and you start marketing and making money. You know your stuff, and you're doing just that. You're putting it to use and you're making money without getting on the set. Now, a lot of you are doing that right now. A lot of you are good at what you do. You have your clientele.
Definitely.
So you're not really using video. So what happens if you do that? Pretty soon, you're going to be totally outdated. You're going to be trampled. Never mind outdated. You're going to be trampled by all the other ones who are coming online.
That's
Remember? Yeah. Laura gave a perfect example in the last episode of how this is the Wild West. Oh, is it the first episode?
The
Wild Wild West.
Yeah. Exactly. It is. And those gold miners are going to walk right over you, honey. You better be ready.
I love that. The gold miners are going to, yes, they are. Yes, they are. So what happens if you get on a set, you create a video, you go out there and start marketing with your video, but you don't take time to get ready? What will happen? Ooh.
Yeah, not good.
No.
People will see your video and go, oh, wow, that person doesn't really know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
And that's the worst thing you can do for your reputation.
Yeah, absolutely. Or you don't look professional on camera. Now, there are a lot of videos out there now where they were created, like, we had mentioned in previous episodes, a couple of years ago, which it was acceptable then, but it's not now. Correct. Or if you haven't taken time to prepare, what is the purpose of this video? You just go out there, shoot the video, just rambling.
I'll tell you, I'm guilty of all of that, looking back, because the technology has advanced so quickly. Recently, that what I had from before is just mostly just garbage, because I didn't have all 3 of the factors. I didn't have the trifactor going. This is a brilliant concept.
Yeah. Thank you. Well, actually, the trifactor was put together because of that. As I was working with my clients and we were getting people ready to get on television. Remember, we've been training people on access to experts for over 7 years, and all of these came from necessity, basically. As we looked at developing their blueprint, one or the other was missing, and that the result was nil. I mean, a lot of time and effort would go into it. So this is where we found, put the whole thing together. Actually, the whole concept came to me very clearly from the hedgehog principle from the book From Good to Great. If all of you know about it, this will look familiar to you. So let's move on to the next part. And we're going, this is where, when you have all 3 put into place, like the middle there, that's called the sweet spot. Okay?
Cool.
That sweet spot, that's the part. So what happens? How do you know you're in the sweet spot? Well, basically, if you are using all three, these are the things that will be happening for you. You know your stuff and you look the part, and you know that you know your stuff and you look the part. There's no confusion. You know it. You will feel it. Your camera is your training and marketing tool. Your camera is your broadcasting tool. So this your one of your um, crucial is your one of the major tools that you use to run your business. You know,
Yeah.
that's how important part it becomes. It becomes an intricate part of everything you do. And number three, you're turning your video into cash, regardless of what kind of video you're creating. Okay, it could be interviews, it could be educational videos, it could be commercials, whatever it is, you're using your videos and you are turning your videos into cash. This is when you know you're right in the heart of the trifecta. So, this is basically, Lori, you want to kind of go through what they have learned? Because I've covered a lot of it. You want to tell them all about it?
Sure. Well, what we've gone through, what's that first thing? Oh, well, we kind of went through all this, but in making the camera love you, how important it is to prep, getting their attention with your script, knowing what your content is. Of course, turning your interviews into cash. We're not into business to not make money. We're in business for money, and this is a great tool. And what we're taught, how to produce your own show. So it's a little overwhelming, right? It's a little overwhelming.
Yes, it is. Let's go back to the overwhelmed part for a second. There's a big blank slate that you're sitting there. You're looking at, okay, how am I going to put all this to work? This is huge. A lot of information delivered very quickly. So this is, you know, if you're looking at this, I feel overwhelmed. I don't know where to begin. You're looking at this big black, you know, white blank, right? A white page.
Blank slate, right? Blank, where do you start? What do you keep? What do you get rid of? I know it's very confusing because there's so much information out there.
Well, we have put together a 2-day intensive where we'd actually hold your hand walking through it, and Lori's actually going to tell you a lot of what's goes on during those 2 days, and you know, see if this is something that resonates with you.
Exactly. I couldn't be more excited about what we're sharing now, and also what we're going to share with those of you who want to continue with us in person. First of all, we're going to be in a working studio. This isn't like you're cramped in a little hotel room with 100 other people. It's a very small boutique event, and you know why? Because we are giving you our personal expertise. We're talking about your business. This is like 2 days of hands-on mentoring and coaching specifically for your business. It will leapfrog your videos and your business to a whole different level. Promise. In fact, we guarantee it. We focus 100% on you, as I mentioned. And what's really cool, we're going to break you into little groups, and of course we'll be there too. But what happens is, as Napoleon Hill calls it, the mastermind effect, the third mind comes into play. When you start talking with other people, you get ideas that you're like, where did that come from? And you can only get it in that kind of environment. We are doing this at a fraction of what we normally charge. I mentioned that earlier, because we want this to be something that people can afford and can start using right away. That's really, it's really that simple. And we have over 40 years of marketing experience, and trust me, hundreds of thousands of dollars invested in our own education and technology and classes ourselves. So that's what you get.
I wanted to show a picture, so I keep going back.
Oh, the studio itself. Yeah, there it is. You're talking about green screens. They film commercials here. They film acting scenes. They have acting classes. They do all kinds of stuff. There's lighting, and it's a beautiful, beautiful studio that you have shown. You've well, we shot a talk show in there, but I know you have many, many talk shows that you've shot in this studio. So
Absolutely. Well,
yeah.
and what you're looking at, by the way, this is a group of 6. Everything that we do is experiential, you know. So
Yes.
every exercise you experience, it's either something that you do with one other person or maybe 2 other people. So everything is like in groups of 2s, 3s, 4s, and 6s. So whatever is required to get it done, you experience, you know what it feels like. It's not sitting down taking notes. And that's the beauty of it. You get to be the center of attention, and you get, individual feedback and customized, you write your customized scripts and everything else. It's an awesome, fun stuff.
It is. That reminds me too, Anne, about the red carpet events that are at the studio too. They actually have, and you hold them too, the Meet the Press. So we really do show you how to get into your celebrity mindset, and it will never leave you once I show you this, how to actually tap into it, how to get your confidence out under any circumstances. A lot of my old acting secrets kind of came bubbling to the top as we started going through the content, and so I have surprises, and you're going to find out.
I know you do, and Loria, I'm so glad you brought up the part about the red carpet. Okay, we actually hold Meet the Press live events where you get to meet the press, but also there are a lot of opportunities where you walk the red carpet, where you are featured, and Lori actually just recently did the interviews for a red carpet event. So you really are getting the best of the best here. My years of television production and training people on to get on TV. Lori, with her copywriting experience, many, many, many years, and just like, she's just like top female copywriter. Yeah, absolutely. And her acting experience as well. So that's the package, the whole thing put together. A lot of great information. So I'm going to go back to here, and I'm going to listen.
Yes. The factors, the celebrity mindset. Oh yeah, this is breaking down. Programs. I told you we have between us hundreds of thousands of dollars invested in our own education, our own personal growth. We're lifelong students. I bet a lot of you listening are as well. So we've looked at what these programs would cost if they were separated out, and so we've seen ones for creating and establishing your celebrity mindset for $500 to $1,000. Media training. I've taken it myself. It costs you $1,000 to $3,000, and that's for like an hour or two. Your script, let's not even go there. that is a wide net. You can be charged anywhere from $1,000 to $20,000 to infinite, practically, amounts, depending on who's writing it, how long it is. There's lots of factors that go into it. So we'll just call it $1,000 to $20,000. Give it a range.
But the script part alone is huge because. Yeah. Quite frankly, if you don't know what to say, if you don't know how to lead people to the desired outcome, you're just going to be creating a lot of videos. So it's just, and Lori is the best of the best when it comes to that. So you're, huge bonus. And oh my goodness, keep going.
Thank you. All right, so then you're ready, and I'm getting on the set. Some of the programs we've seen for that. Setting up your home studio, you want to hire somebody to come and put the lights right and get your backdrop, and they're not going to, if they give you, they're not giving you equipment, they're going to, build in a little profit for themselves as they set it up. So you're looking at $1,000 to $2,000. That's a very low price.
Yeah. People have spent tens of thousands of dollars on their studios, and you learn from us exactly what to do, how to set everything up. For under $300, mind you, you can set up your home studio for under $300. Yeah.
Yeah, everything, and producing your video, actually, that's not $2,000 to $10,000 again. And why don't you speak more to the producing bit of it, since you are a producer?
Yeah. Well, producing your video, as we kind of covered, it takes the planning of each episode. What is the purpose of it? What are you going to do with it? What's the audience? Just thinking it through, you're preparing for it and actually deciding how it's going to be laid out and where you're going to be shooting and what you're going to be doing, editing, all of that falls on the production of the video.
Yes.
So you will be, not only what tools to use, but you will also know exactly what editing software to use. Now here's the best part. If you can select, delete, save, you can edit your own videos. Now, have any of you,
cool.
used a document where you had to save, delete, delete, save? Yes, so that's the beauty. And you actually get all kinds of trainings on how to do that. Well, some additional bonus videos that you get with the program.
Way cool.
Yeah.
And then where are you going to broadcast your video? Actually, speak to that as well. This $1,500 to $8,000, and you've had more experience in this area.
Yeah. Well, broadcasting your video, this is huge. So for one thing, we are showing you how to broadcast your video. There's all kinds of ways to broadcast it for free, like Hangout like we're using, or there's some other broadcasting software, opportunities for free. But here's the thing: if you don't know how to set it up, you hired a producer or a moderator to do that, they're going to charge you probably like $500 or more to begin with. So if they have to set everything up, or they're broadcasting available for a fee, it's higher quality. But there's again, that goes depending on how many people are going to be on. Everything is just like you add it all up. It goes anywhere from like $1,500 to like $8,000, and it goes up higher.
It goes
from
more
there.
too.
Yeah.
Sure.
It goes in with tens of thousands of dollars, but that's huge production, major production. But you get to know how to do this, and you learn from pros, and that's the beauty of this, because we've taken the best of the best and simplified it for you, and there's step-by-step instructions that's available.
We have an Emmy award-winning director on our team. Don't forget, I'm so impressed with that.
Yeah, absolutely. That happens to be, Michael DeVere, my husband. He's directed the 6 o'clock news. Okay, director of 6 o'clock news. He worked on, with some of the top infomercial producers, directors in New York City. He's an Emmy award-winning video editor. So we have production covered. We have script writing covered. And of course, we have the entire, the blueprinting, producing covered, and all of this is like literally given to you in an experiential environment.
And then get paid.
Yay!
Yay!
This is the best part.
Yes, absolutely.
So
take it away, Ann.
Take it away. Well, turning your videos into cash. Now, to be able to actually put together a business plan. That's pretty much what we're talking about. You put together a marketing plan, you put together a business plan, and if you hire a professional, they're going to charge you anywhere from $5,000 to $25,000, which is what I charge when I'm developing blueprints for my clients to do this. Well, you actually get it outlined. I will give you the exact formula, exactly what you need, how many leads you need, and the conversion, everything already laid out for you to make $100,000. So you don't have to think about it.
I've seen that template, Anna, and it is so powerful. I've never seen anything like that, the way you put it together. It's really good. Amazing.
Well, actually, that particular formula comes from Top Line Business Solutions. They are consultants to Fortune 500 and Fortune 100 companies. So you are getting the best of the best handed over to you on a silver platter.
Excellent.
Yeah. And then we're going to multi-channel publicity, Lori.
Well, that is showing like if you're hiring a social media expert, somebody who is getting your name out on all those sites that you don't have time to get your name out there for, you're going to be paying a monthly fee. This is like a publicist, right? It's somebody who's monitoring your social media credibility, and that's going to run you $500 to $2,000 a month. But we're going to show you exactly what to do. We're going to break it down, so you won't even need that kind of assistance.
Yeah, absolutely. Knowing where to actually go is the biggest challenge.
Right.
Most people, I know that right now the latest statistics are like 86% of everyone who's online is confused about social media.
I believe it.
I think it's higher than that personally, because I struggle myself trying to figure out, oh my God, look at the latest thing. Well, we have the formula where it's going to make it very easy to get quick results. Very, very simply. And yes, absolutely. And then where we have the co-op marketing, and we can't even put a price on this.
We tried. It depends on so many factors, but it's such a key ingredient to getting your marketing like really rolling.
Yeah. Well, the thing here you have to decide on is that who is your co-op collaborating? Who else does your client need to be supported by? And then you have to decide, are they better suited as joint venture partners, affiliates, sponsors? And you need to know the ins and outs so you approach the right person with the right offer for the right reason. If you don't, if you approach the wrong person with the right offer, it's not going to happen. And then you can actually get a few people upset at you. So,
you can.
Yeah. So you get all of this. I mean, hands-on, you walk out of there knowing exactly what to do.
So, yeah, we added it up. It's kind of mind-boggling. $12,500 to $71,000. That's how much value if you were to break it down. And of course, you'd have to go gathering this information from all different sources, right? So it's not going to happen. We're talking about 2 days, condensed, intense, and fun learning.
Absolutely. And then when you also have the follow-up videos, there's post-trainings, all kinds of things, pre-trainings involved before you even get there. So you have the tools and resources. And if you watched already, I hope you watched the previous 3 episodes, we already showed you how to make $100,000 or more from a studio you put together for under $300. So we're already giving you a lot to begin with.
Yes. So this is when the big reveal date is. It's right around the corner, October the 12th and the 13th. There are 2 days of tons of condensed learning, exercises, hands-on trainings where you're not floundering. You're getting to network with like-minded people, meeting other people who want to do business with you and help you, and vice versa. And that you can learn more at the site turnyourinterviewsintocash.com. And it's very limited seating, by the way. It's only 50 people, and half of those seats are already gone. So I would encourage you to take action. Like I said, it's right around the corner. So make a commitment.
It is, and remember, it's in a TV studio, so video studio. So there's only so many people that we can get in there, and plus it's not just sitting. Yeah.
And we wanted it that way too. We discussed this, Anne. I really like to be in someone's face where I can really make a difference and really listen to what their business problems are and work to solve them together. That is so gratifying to me. So that's why I'm really looking forward to this event.
Me too, and that's why you and I got together, because we both enjoy that so much, and just being there and just the transformation and seeing the aha looks on people's faces, and they're just like the excitement, knowing when they're walking out with a full plan of what to do. Yes, absolutely. That's just, feeds my soul.
Mine too, absolutely.
Yeah.
So these, we have bonuses for you, as if that wasn't enough. We have 5 extra bonuses for you. So the first one is how to make an audition video that lands you the gig. And Anne, you want to tell us about that, or should we just run through these and let them read about it?
Well, yeah, let's just run through it. There's,
okay.
We covered a lot of the information in these 3 videos.
Great.
There's 2 videos, so you get a lot of it there. So we're delivering you the bonuses before you even come in. You're getting all this for free. So
exactly.
You get, with the program itself. So you'll get a lot more on that. Okay. So bonus number 2.
Well, this is your red hot video script template. This is something that I've developed that will work in every type of scenario that you will be in, whether you're talking for a minute, or if you have a 3-minute video, or you have a 10-minute video, whatever it is, it's going to work. And I have tips for the different links. You're going to love this bonus.
I love it. I have it.
And I love it myself. And then this one, I use this all the time, the sizzling words that grab their attention. It's sort of like a thesaurus of copywriting words, of hot words that get people excited, and they raise your emotion quotient, so you feel more like excited.
Yeah, these are the words that will stop people in their tracks
Bingo.
and really like grab their attention, and most importantly, have them wanting more of what you have to say. You know, usually we go out there talking about our business. People are like, please stay away, you know, because
Right.
people are just, yeah.
No one wants to be sold to, but these
Yeah.
words make it easy.
There you go. That just make you sizzling hot. Okay.
That's it. And then also 35 hooks that work for any market. And this is something that, you know, over my many years of writing for myself and writing for professionals, I have even more than these to offer, but I want to give you these so you never have a brain dead moment. You'll just, when you can't think of how to start your video, take this out and boom, you're ready to go.
There you go. Love it. And hooks are very important because those are the ones that stop you on your tracks. Think about the hooks they use during news shows. Ah, best example. You'll know how to do it. Yeah. Yeah.
And then we're not going to just leave you there after our time. We want to check back in on you and make sure that you've understood everything, that you don't have any questions, or if you do, we're going to answer them. And also to let us know where you're at and where you're going, and just a continuation of our little love fest.
Absolutely. And here is an unadvertised bonus. You will get membership into star level of the Global Visibility Association.
That's awesome.
Yes, you get a star level membership, a lot of benefits, a lot of perks. So, you know, we've just loaded it up for you. Not only you get to get the great training, you get the great bonuses, and, you know, load it up.
And support. And so the bonuses, this is, well, you saw the grand total is over $12,000 to $71,000 plus $4,291 in free bonuses. This is unbelievable that we're doing it at this rate, but go ahead, Ann. What are we charging?
Okay. Okay, here we go. Ready? Ready? Oh, you guys are going. You're going to drop. You're just going to drop. You're going to faint. Here we go.
So, turn your interviews into cash. Everything you need to know, all the support you need, not just for those 2 days, but it's October 12th to 13th for $497. Boom. You cannot beat that. That is a no-brainer, honestly. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm excited about it. I'm like, I want to sign up.
Me too. And the other thing that you should know, this is really important. Lori and I love working together, but our schedules are getting so busy. You know, she's getting ready to go on a world tour, and you know, I have to focus more on GVN TV, the Global Visibility Network. We're launching multiple, you know, web TV channels. There's a lot of auditioning going on and producing that's going on. So we don't know if we will ever get a chance to really be in the same room at the same time. Or I should say, we don't know in the next year or two even.
Yeah.
You know?
We try to put it on the calendar, and we can't find a date at this point. So we may never be able to offer this again. You're right.
And the other thing to remember is everything is changing so quickly. Right now, everything we're teaching is timely for right now for you to get in there and jump into, you know, the wild, wild west of web TV, if you will. But next year, you know, it's not going to be the same requirements. Technology is changing so quickly. A lot more people are going to be jumping in. Plus, you know, because of all the different people we're getting on GVN TV, we're going to be having seasoned pros that we're going to be training. So the entry level that we have right now, especially for this price, you know, we're doing because we need a lot of people right now to get on the networks, you know. So we're just basically making it affordable because we're looking for those diamonds in the rough, you know. And diamonds in the rough don't necessarily have a lot of money just sitting, you know, in a pile next to them, you know.
That's right.
Yeah, so we're making it easy for you to invest in yourself and, you know, call it seed money. Okay, we're sharing it. You know, we're sponsoring this with you. We're giving you a scholarship, if you will. You know, because this is the bigger you get, the bigger we get. we're looking for the success stories because it is so new. Web TV is so new, and we're looking for some great show hosts. We're looking for great guest experts and citizen reporters and video tip providers, and that's you. So we're investing in you, so you will invest, in yourself and in us, because it's all about working together to make things happen.
Absolutely. It is. So again, visit that site, and if it speaks to you, please take action now, because those seats will be sold out. I guarantee it. There's not many left. And it's turnyourinterviews.cash.com. And if you have any questions for us, by all means, please send them off to us.
Yeah. Yeah, just post below, because we check often, okay? We will check the comments and the questions. We will be replying, and we'll be holding all kinds of hangouts where we will be answering all, the questions that you have. So we stay in touch with you. And so just think about it. If you're not doing it, if you don't want to do this now, when will you do it? Are you going to wait until it gets crowded? Or if you're not doing it, who would you suggest coming and do it for you? This is your business, your voice. You need to get out there and serve the people you're meant to serve. Okay? If you're listening to us, you have a calling to make a difference. You have a calling to be visible globally. And we're giving you everything you need to be able to do that. And, if you were watching the videos before, you went through the exercise of how much does your average customer spend with you and how much does your ideal customer spend with you. This is going to give you ideal customers everywhere you look, because they're going to come chasing after you. So,
most definitely.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for sharing your time with us. We honor that we're all busy, and it's very important to us to deliver solid content and to not waste your time. So thank you for being part of our 4-episode series.
Thank you. And Lori, thanks so much for all the great information that you shared. Just lovely things to you.
You too. Thank you guys so much. Take care, everyone. We'll see you
everyone.
in October.
Yes. Till next time.